Um, Bean, do you want to come up and share your life lessons that yeah. Bean has an awesome testimony from our trip. Yeah.
I'm Nathaniel, Huss, and I want to talk to you today about how to battle worry, fear, and doubt. Tony and I went on a short-term mission trip to India. We were there for a total of 19 days. When I first got there, I was a little overwhelmed. It was very difficult. It was very different than here. The people there were genuine, and they cared for your concern. They had dogs, chickens, and cows just roaming the street. Their food was were good, but spicy. There was their garbage. They didn't have garbage cans. They just threw their trash out on the street. They spoke many different languages. On day 4, we were supposed to go to the state of Rajasthan because we had to fly. Well, we had to fly there. We needed to get a negative COVID test before we boarded the plane. We had our tickets and we were just waiting for the results. We checked our bags and were going through security when the results came back. Tony's test was positive. We wouldn't be able to go to Rajasthan. We had to stay in Chennai. We went back to the house where we were staying at. Neither of us had our clothes because they were on the plane to Rajasthan. That was when Tony told me that there was a chance of him needing to go to the hospital to quarantine. But just a slight chance. Maybe, or later that day, the police came looking for him. They told him that they needed to take him to the hospital. At that point, we ended up switching phones because my phone had an India SIM and would work on wireless data. I pretty much was alone at this point. Tony had some people he trusted to stay with me and make sure I was cared for. I didn't really know them. I didn't really know them. This is when fear started setting in. I was scared and worried that Tony would be stuck in the hospital the whole trip. I thought that we might not be able to go home on time. I doubted that we wouldn't be able to do what we were supposed to do here. I was freaking out. My fear was running wild. I called home and talked to my parents about the things I was feeling. We started combating fear with praying, songs, and thanking God. It was working while I was on the phone with my family, but I needed a battle plan. These are 6 things that helped me win battle over fear and worry and doubt. Number 1, pay attention to your thoughts and stop them if they are negative or fearful. I had to do this the second I realized they were happening. Number 2, fight the devil's lies with the truth of God's word. For example, the lie, I should be afraid. The truth, 2 Timothy 1:7. God does not give me a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and sound mind. Number 3, I had to speak God's word with authority, and I had to believe it. For example, without authority, God does not give me a spirit of fear. With authority, God does not give me a spirit of fear. Number 4, remember the past victories. This helped me lift me up and build my faith. It took my mind off of the fears and give me something good to focus on. Number 5, don't focus on fear or give yourself too much time to think about it. The hardest times for me were times I didn't have anything else to do. Number 6, keep going through the steps again and again until you see victory. I had to do this over and over sometimes. It was easy and other times it was really hard. Remember, if you let your fear consume you and don't stop it, it'll rob you of your faith and joy.
Good job.
In the morning when I rise, when the darkness turns to light, when a moment becomes time, I will love you. In the simple things of life, as each hour passes by,